Thursday night football. The Colts are going to be traveling to Denver to be taking on the Broncos, and I found two plays and a spread that I do end up really liking. So without any further ado, let's dive straight into it. Yo, what is going on, you guys? It's your boy King Sanders here, and we are back with another day of sports betting. This is going to be for Thursday, October 6th slate of NFL action. We do only have one game on the slate. We do have the Colts and the Broncos, but I am super excited about it. I think it's going to be a very solid game. Low over under, which means it should hopefully be close. I really do like this game quite a bit. But before we go ahead and dive into it, I did just want to go ahead and say we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers. So if you guys are new, make sure that you guys do like, comment, subscribe. Turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Next, I did just want to go ahead and give a quick shout out here to all of our members here on the channel. Thank you guys so much for everything that you guys do, and thank you guys so much for giving such a small channel such a big chance, as I always say. It truly does mean the absolute world to me, so much more than you guys will ever know. So, without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into a quick recap as of the last slate of games, which would have been on Monday. So we'll go ahead and dive into a quick recap of Monday's games, and then we'll dive into the plays. But before we do, just a quick word here from our sponsor. This video is brought to you by PrizePicks. If you guys don't currently have a sports book that you do use, or if you do have one and you're just looking for something new, PrizePicks is a great way to get started. As you guys can see here on the screen, we are able to bet on pretty much every single sport that you can think of. We have MLB, we have the NFL, as of right now is the preseason, we have college football, we even have things like CSGO and some esports as well. And obviously, as you guys know, I'm a huge NBA guy, so once the NBA season does come around, you guys will be able to bet on player props from there as well. PrizePicks is very, very easy to use. I do love the no-run first innings, and that is something that you can go ahead and bet on here on PrizePicks as well. It's an absolutely fantastic app and website as well. So if you guys haven't already signed up for PrizePicks, make sure that you guys do that and use code KingSanders, and you can go ahead and get a deposit match bonus of up to $100. So the way that it does work is you go ahead and pick a couple here. So I'm just going to, for the sake of the video, say that the White Sox and the Orioles tomorrow are going to have a no-run first inning. The Toronto and Boston and the Cincinnati and Philadelphia are all going to have no-run first inning. Basically what I would do, I would go ahead and click less for all of these and do what is called a power play, which is basically the same as a parlay. All three legs do have to hit in order for the bet to actually cash out. On the flip side of things, you can also do a flex play. The flex play basically means if you do get one of the legs wrong, that's perfectly fine. You can still win some money. So PrizePicks is a great way to be able to win some money using player props and things of that nature to be able to win some money. So you can put together a bunch of different legs to win out some pretty big money. So once again, make sure you guys do use code KingSanders for whenever you do sign up. You will get a deposit match bonus of up to $100. And once again, thank you so much, PrizePicks, for sponsoring today's video. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, we are finally back, and we are going to be doing a quick recap. Very, very rough day. Very, very rough day when it comes to Monday. We ended up going 1-2 on the day. We did have the under 42.5 on the Rams and the 49ers. Under actually ended up hitting. It was an absolute no-sweat bet. There was only 33 points scored between the two teams. Definitely ended up working out for our favor. There's no doubt about it. But the rest of the plays that we did end up having, Juwan Jennings, we had him under 16 receiving yards. Unfortunately, at the very, very beginning of the game, he ends up getting a pretty big catch where I think it was for 22 yards or something along those lines. After that, no more yards. There was no other catches that he had, no other targets that he had. Dude literally did nothing. So he hit the over in the first the first quarter, and then after that, no more. So it was very, very unfortunate, but so we ended up losing on that one. Then we had the Rams plus 1.5. Ugly game. Absolutely disgusting game. And the Rams got smoked. They lost by 15, I believe it was. Wasn't even really that close. So we ended up going 1-2 on our plays. Hopefully we can have a bounce back today. I have been really bad on the primetime games. I'm going to keep it real. I've been really bad on the primetime games. Been good on my player props, but that's about it. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and dive into today's plays, though. Let's flip that narrative. So, for our first play of the day, we're taking the under once again. Colts and the Broncos under 42 points at minus 110 odds. Now, I think this line's low. I know it's low, but I think it's low for a reason. I mean, both these offenses are definitely not necessarily the greatest. They both are definitely struggling when it comes to the offensive side of the ball. Also, for the Colts, Jonathan Taylor was just ruled out, so that is going to be a huge piece of the Colts offense taken away from them, and I definitely think that we are going to see that in full effect. And the Broncos, they allow the 5th fewest passing yards in the entire NFL. So not only do they not have a running back, they're going up against a defense that gives up almost no passing yards. So with that being said, I think it's going to be very, very hard for the Colts side of things to be able to score at all. And on the flip side of things, the Broncos, it's not like they've been very good either. They have only been averaging 16.5 points per game over the course of the entire season so far this year, and the Colts are not too far behind them. They only average 14.25 points per game over the course of the year, and they don't have their star running back. So I think that this is going to be a very good spot here for the under for the Colts and the Broncos. Like I said, both offenses are definitely struggling. Both defenses are actually pretty decent. I think Denver's a little bit more decent than the Colts defense is, but regardless, I think that both these defenses can go ahead and get it done. So with that being said, I really do love the under for this game. If I were to be taking one bet specifically, this would be the one. So I really do like it. That's going to be our first play of the day. Colts and the Broncos under 42 points at -110 odds. Now for our second play of the day, this is going to be our player prop. We're going with Matty Ice over 33.5 pass attempts at -110 odds. Now I like this for a couple different reasons. First things first, no Jonathan Taylor. Like I kind of mentioned in the previous play before, but there is going to be more passing in this game. Matty Ice is going to have to throw. He's going to have to be able to throw the ball some more. On top of that, they are underdogs, so they may have to play catch up for a good chunk of this game. And if that's the case, they're going to definitely be throwing the ball. So I think that we are going to see at least 34 pass attempts here. And if you look at it, he's crushed it in 3 of these weeks. He had 50 in week 1. Only 30 in week 2, so just barely missed the under by the over by 4 attempts. Then he had 37 in both weeks 3 and 4. So in both those weeks so he's hit it in 3 of his 4 weeks that he has been playing here with the Colts this season. So I definitely think it's a really good spot here. And like I said, low over under, but I think that he is going to get a lot of pass attempts in garbage time when they are going to be trying to catch up. So I think that it is a pretty good spot here. Only 34 pass attempts for a guy that attempted 50 in week 1. Yeah, sign me up. So I really do like it. That's going to be our second play of the day. Matt Ryan, over 33.5 pass attempts at -110 odds. Now for our third and final play of the day, I felt like I had to pick a side, and I'm throwing this out there right now. Stay away from the sides. And the reason being is because it is definitely a trap, and I don't really know which direction, but there is something fishy about this line. There's no doubt about it. So I'm taking the Broncos, -3.5 here at -110 odds. Now I'm taking this just because the Colts, they have not necessarily been good. However, the one game that the Colts have won was against the Chiefs. So I don't know what to do with this game. They have played really well against the Chiefs. Other than that, they've been terrible. I just don't know what to do. They're missing their star running back, and I just don't believe that Matty Ice can get it done versus a Denver team. But Denver's really not looked good either, so this is going to be gross. But I felt like I had to pick a side, so I think the Broncos can win by at least 4 points, and hopefully they can. It's gross. I don't love it, but if you had to pick a side, personally, I would go with the Broncos. So that is going to be our third and final play of the day. Broncos -3.5 here versus the Colts at -110 odds. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys do like, comment, subscribe, and turn on that notification bell so you guys know whenever I post. Like I said, we are still currently on the road to 7,000 subscribers, and if we hit that by the time that the NBA season does start as of next year, we'll be doing a pretty big giveaway. So make sure that you guys are subbed. But that's going to do it for me. This is King Center signing out. Peace.